chooses.
My victim. Okay. Stuck.
So last week when I reviewed Gore, it sparked the whole debate again of if that movie was trash or not, and honestly guys, I'm just tired of all the fighting. So let's talk about something with zero controversy, something that everyone agrees on, The Little Mermaid. Often held as in high regard as villains like Gaston, Hades, Scar, Ursula is one of those classic Disney villains. But is she really that good? Or is she kind of overrated? On today's episode of Villain Review, I'll be breaking her down to find out.
I admit that in the past I've been a nasty. They weren't kidding when they called me, well, a witch.
One of the most important things for a villain is their backstory and motive, both of which are super expansive and interesting for Ursula. So sit back and relax and enjoy this clip from the film that explains all of Ursula's backstory in lengthy and detailed fashion. Enjoy.
I lived in the palace.
Look at me. Wasted away to practically nothing.
Banished and exiled.
Okay, yeah, that's it. Yeah, to be honest, I'm not really impressed when it comes to Ursula's backstory. Her whole thing is that she used to be in the palace, but now she's banished. Cool, got it, cause that's it. To me, it feels sort of like a checkmark origin, as in they just had to throw in some line about it so that there actually is some motive. It's not that interesting or unique, and I'm not saying Ursula needs a big lengthy origin, but even characters like Scar and Hades have a lot more substance to them, despite their movies not really talking about their origins a whole lot. When it comes to the motive, we get a power motive, something we have seen in every movie that's ever come out ever. It's not interesting, I don't care, and it doesn't really do anything to add to Ursula's character. Alright guys, you might as well turn off the video now because Ursula sucks, she's the worst villain of all time. Like and subscribe, but wait, actually no.
This pretty little daughter of his. She may be the key to Triton's undoing.
Ursula's motive? Boring. Her backstory? A snooze fest. But everything else about the character is pretty dang good. As far as personality goes, she is by far the most unique, and that makes her one of, if not the most memorable character in the movie. Ariel, you're pretty cool, but you also don't talk for like the second half of the film. To be honest, I can't really say I remember a whole lot about Ariel outside of the songs. But you know what I do remember?
The body language.
Ursula is such a sleazy, creepy, and evil character who you just love to hate. Let's talk about Pat Carroll real quick because I think this is one of the best performances we've ever gotten out of a Disney villain. She's so dark and twisted, but also there's so much life and energy brought to the performance when it's needed. We see Ursula turn on that charm when it helps her get what she wants, but you never lose that evil and sinister edge of the character. It's a balance that is pulled off incredibly well. The performance for Ursula is so good because she's evil and she sucks, but we then see that evil lady act in like a charming and friendly way. It's awesome. It is kind of unfortunate that Ursula's goals and motives aren't as interesting, but as far as personality and performance goes, I think she's fantastic.
I'm a very busy woman and I haven't got all day. It won't cost much. Just your voice.
Do you know what really pisses me off? This line right here.
It's time Ursula took matters into her own tentacles.
Lady, I don't know if you know this, but you have hands. That line doesn't make sense. Ursula is not in the movie that much, so the question is, does she take advantage of the screen time given to her? Sorta. A lot of her scenes don't add much to her character and only ever really exist to push the story along. She's only ever really interacting with her eel friends, and that sucks because there's nobody for this awesome personality to bounce off of. And like, why not? The eels talk earlier in the movie. What the heck? Just when it is looking like Ursula's scenes might be the film's wackest, she also gives us two of the film's best. Poor Unfortunate Souls is one fire-ass knee slapper of a villain song, and it is truly one of the best villain songs you can find out there in the world of cinema. The animation is beautiful, the colors are bright, but the tone is still one of mystery and desperation. It shows us Ariel at her absolute lowest and how a scum of a character like Ursula can manipulate people's feelings and emotions for her own gain. The song slaps and I love how it builds. Every second is even better than the last. The ending is also pretty good as Ursula pulls her final trump card against Ariel, using her stolen voice to get Eric to marry her in less than a day, which nobody questions, I guess. When she shows up on that beach singing with Ariel's voice, I remember little kid Jay watching this movie for the first time saying, "Ursula, you son of a bitch, that's real low, you're one fucked up octopus." The ending is cool, I guess, when she gets all big, but it's over before it really gets started. She grows giant, she starts laughing, and you're thinking, what the hell? How are they gonna stop this giant-ass Kraken lady? Truly, this will be one of the most epic battles of all time. Oh, okay, never mind. Movie over. If Saul Goodman was an evil octopus, he'd be Ursula. She is a schemer con octopus lady. And even worse, she always just plays by her own rules. From the look of it too, she has conned a lot of people, forcing them to live miserable lives as these shriveled up, rotten french fry looking things. She will do literally anything it takes to accomplish her goals, and she does it with zero regard for anyone else around her. She does accomplish her goal of taking over the seas though, and that's impressive, but it's for like 10 seconds and she really doesn't do anything. It feels like when you're way too OP and you kill the final boss before they can even finish their opening taunt or like their opening line, it's pretty disappointing. The way she cons Ariel though and everyone else does give her some evil cred, but there are some other Disney villains who I think have a much bigger impact on the lives of the main characters around them, even when the movie's ending is usually happy.
I might be willing to make an exchange for someone even better.
If I'm being honest, I was a little disappointed with Ursula revisiting her, my main two complaints being a boring motive and a lack of interesting scenes. She's by no means bad, and like I said, her song is one of my favorite villain songs of all time. Her personality and performance are great, and she started a wave of villains who make sketch deals with their protagonists before it got a little repetitive. She's still cool, she's one of the movie's best characters, but she definitely has some faults. I'm gonna give Ursula a 7.5.
Come on, you poor unfortunate soul! Go ahead, make your choice.
Thank you so much for watching, and make sure you hit subscribe because I make a new villain review every single Monday. Let me know what you think of Ursula in the comments below, and as always, who I should review next. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you later.